Hi, boys and girls, and welcome to your math lesson 12.3. Today, we are going to be talking about combining two-dimensional shapes. So the question is, how can you put two-dimensional shapes together to make a new two-dimensional shape? At the bottom, it has a problem. Karen has some pattern blocks. She puts two triangles together. Draw a new shape Karen could make. All right, well, I have two triangles right here. Now, Karen can play with these triangles and put them together any way that she wants to. She can put them together like this to make kind of like a bow tie. She can put them together flat side to flat side to make more like a rhombus. She can put it together this way to make a rhombus going that way. She can put it together this way. Okay, really, any way you can move these two shapes together with them touching is a new shape that you can make. All right, so I am going to draw one way that I could put these two shapes together. I'm going to put these two shapes together to make a diamond or a rhombus. All right, so what I would do is hold them steady together, and I'm going to attempt to trace them, which is a little bit difficult because of the camera angle and me trying not to hit the camera, but it'll get done. And then we draw a line to show that that was two triangles. All right, boys and girls. Now, if you do not have these pattern blocks at home, which most of you probably don't, you can just make a shape that has two triangles touching. You can make one triangle, and remember, try to make them as close to the same size as possible, but if they're not going to be perfect. You can make two going like this. All right, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're showing me two triangles put together. You could also try to make the shape that I did by tracing by simply drawing triangles of your own. Okay, you're going to get the same type of a thing. So any way you put your two triangles together is perfect. This is a new two-dimensional shape, a new shape, a new shape by using two triangles. Great job, boys and girls. Turn the page. All right, it says at the top, how many trapezoids do you need to make a hexagon? Well, I just so happen to have a trapezoid here, and I have a trapezoid here. Now, what shape did I make? Yes, I made a hexagon. Okay, so it takes two trapezoids to make a hexagon. Good job. Now, at the bottom, it says how many diamond or rhombuses does it take to make another hexagon? Well, here is a diamond or a rhombus, all right? So this is kind of like a puzzle. And we're going to draw to show that how we put these together. Now, if you were in class, we would have these to work with. At home, you probably do not. So we're just going to have to try to draw your best, okay? So, but let's first look at them. So here's one rhombus. I could put a rhombus here, but can I put another one and make a, does that fit? Does that match that shape? No, it doesn't. So let's see if I can figure it out. If I moved this rhombus here, and I moved, oh, I could see, let's see, kind of like a puzzle. I can move this rhombus here. Would I have room for one more rhombus? Absolutely, I would. If I slide one in there. So how many rhombus or diamonds did it take to make a hexagon? Yes, boys and girls, it took 3. Now, it tells us to draw to show the blocks. Well, if you're at school, you could trace them. But since you're at home, you could try. Remember the shape that we just drew that had two triangles together? All this shape is two triangles put together. Okay, and then you turn it a little bit this way and continue to draw. There's the 2. And then I would just move this one this way to make and draw the third rhombus that makes, it also looks like a three-dimensional cube kind of, doesn't it? Good job. So there's the 3 rhombuses that make a hexagon. Great job, boys and girls. Now remember, if you're drawing this freehand, just try your hardest. It's going to be okay. As long as you can picture that in your head, that it takes 1, 2, and 3 of those to make a hexagon. Good. Now my next question says, well, how many triangles does it take to make a trapezoid? Well, here's my trapezoid. So I'm going to lay that down just like my picture shows. And I'm going to get some of my triangles. So it's like, again, it's a puzzle. So I'm going to try to fit one triangle in right there. All right. And I can try another triangle right here. Does it look like I have room for another triangle? Yes, it does. All right, can I put it here? Does that match up? No, I have to flip this triangle around and slide it right in the middle to make a trapezoid. So how many triangles does it make to make a trapezoid? You're right, it takes 3. Now, boys and girls, we can try to trace this. Okay, so I'm going to trace my first triangle. Now, if you're at home and don't have shapes, just make a triangle. Okay, and I'll even show you without this. Now, pretend we're going to put another one right here. So I would continue to draw. Let's see, I'll go ahead and make, there we go, a triangle this way. Now, is it going to be perfect? No way. And then we just connect these to show you that there is 1, 2, 3 triangles that make a trapezoid. Great job, boys and girls. All right, let's look at the next page. We're going to keep going. All right, number 3 says, it's the same thing. It says, use the pattern blocks, draw to show the blocks, and write how many blocks you've used. So this time we're going to see how many triangles make up a hexagon. So here's my hexagon. All right, that's what we're going to try to make. Now I have a whole bunch of triangles, so I'm going to see how many it's going to take to make this hexagon. So all I'm going to do is stack these on top, kind of like a puzzle. And I'm just going to keep laying them there. Let's see, we just made a trapezoid that looked like this. So if I have 3 on the top, how many do you think it's going to take to make on the bottom? Yep, it's going to take 3 more on the bottom to make this hexagon. Whoops. All right, so if I can get them tight, and you can see, there they are. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles to make a hexagon. Now, boys and girls, if we were at school, we would trace these, okay? Since you're not and you don't have these pattern blocks, try to draw this as best you can. I'm going to attempt to do it with you. So we're going to make 1 triangle like we just did on the last page. I'm going to make another one connecting to it as best I can. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're going to combine those there. So there's 1, 2, 3. Now, that's the top side. Now we got to do the bottom side. So I'm going to go out like this. And in like, so that would be 4. Okay. I'm trying here. And you can just try your best. And connect them in the middle. That would be 5. And that would be 6. So it takes 6 triangles to make a hexagon. Great job. All right, now we have, how many triangles does it take to make a rhombus or a diamond? Well, here's my rhombus or my diamond. Now, we drew the shape on the first page. Who remembers how many triangles it took to make this? You're right. It only takes 2 triangles to make this rhombus or diamond shape. All right. So those of you at home, let's go ahead and make 1 triangle. and then go down to make another. There's 1, 2. It takes 2 triangles to make a rhombus. Great job, boys and girls. All right. It says in number 5, it says, use me 2 times to make this shape. Which block am I? Circle a block to show your answer. All right, boys and girls, our options are a triangle. So if I had 2 triangles, okay, here's 1, here's 2. Does that make this shape? Nope, so that one's not even going to work. All right, I have 2 rhombuses. Let's see if I can put this together. You can make one right here. Oh, yeah. And I can make one right here. Did I make that shape? I sure did, because if you think about it, I could just draw a line right here, and there's 1 rhombus and 2 rhombus. So this shape 2 times made this new shape. Great job, boys and girls. All right, now this one we're going to use all of these blocks and count how many it took to make the hexagon. It says use the pattern blocks to make the shape. Write how many times you used each block. All right, now we just did this on the last page. So if I were to put all of my triangles together, how many would it take, who remembers, to make a hexagon? Well, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. It takes 6 triangles to make a hexagon. Now, who remembers how many it took of the rhombus or of the diamond? Did I hear the right answer? Here's 1. Here's 2. You were right. It takes 3 rhombuses to make the hexagon. Excellent job. And remember how many it takes to make, or how many trapezoids it takes? Well, I could put 1 here, turn another one upside down like this. How many did it take? It took 2. Great job. All right, boys and girls, shapes are lots of fun to play with, aren't they? Go ahead and turn the page, please. All right, now it says, we get to play with our pattern blocks. Draw to show your answer. 2 triangles make a diamond. How many triangles make 3 diamonds? Okay, well, I did not get enough. Oh, yes, I did. So if I have 3 of these, 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, it says to draw my answer. So I'm going to trace. Remember, you can draw this at home, and I'll do the other ones without tracing. So there's 1. Well, boys and girls, how many triangles does it take to make one of those? Yes, it takes 2. All right, so that's 1, 2. Well, if I make another shape like that, and remember, I don't even have to have my shapes to trace. Okay, there's 2 there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. But I want to make 3 of these, so I'm going to draw another one. Okay, and they don't have to be perfect. So, how many triangles does it take to make 3 of these? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Because there's 2, there's 4, and there's 6. Good job, boys and girls. Last question. How many triangles does it take to make a trapezoid? Use the pattern blocks. Draw to show your blocks that you used. Now, here's the trapezoid. Okay, we've done this one already a lot of times. I could put a triangle here. Triangle here. Get that over the camera a little bit better. And a triangle here. So, boys and girls, how many triangles did it take to make a trapezoid? Yes, and now we can draw that. So I'm going to draw 1 triangle. All right, now I'm going to draw another triangle that touches it. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect because I accidentally made this one a little bit too big. And then I'm going to connect it here in the middle. And there you have it. 1, 2, 3. So it takes 3 triangles to make a trapezoid. Great job, boys and girls. All right, for your homework, you are going to be doing page 687 and 688. All right, the front page is just like what we did for today's lesson. You're going to draw shapes, put them together to see how many it takes to make a bigger shape. On the back, the first 2 questions on page 688 are also from today, but number 3 and number 4 are review questions. All right. If you have paper clips at home, you can use paper clips to measure the third problem on the back side. You can have your moms and dads help you with this. Remember, this is a review of a chapter that we have not done yet, so just do your best. And then the number 4 on the back side, it says, look at the hour hand and write the time. So you would just have to look at that and then write what time you think it is. That is also a review, so you may have your parents help you with that. If you have any questions, please get a hold of your teacher. And thanks for playing with shapes with me today and learning how to put them together to make bigger shapes. You guys have a great day.